Hey guys, so on to our next episode of our Sabres rebuild. We're into the 2024 summer, and we're at the contract phase right now. Free agency is obviously coming up. Another disappointing early exit, this time in the second round, but everything's still okay in terms of our core. Pasternak, Eichel are back, Dahlin's still here for a while. Now, right now we've got 18 mil in cap space, and not that many positions to fill, as Pasternak will be the first line right winger, Eichel will be the first line center, Byfield will be the second line center, and then Gunther will be the first line left winger, with Ackers being the second line right winger. Middlestad will continue to play on the wing at the left hand side. Now he is an RFA. Now, how much does he want? $7 million. I don't think we're gonna offer that to him. I don't know if I want to do that. Jake DeBrusk, how much does he want? Yeah, he can go. We're going to get rid of Jake DeBrusk, as we will not need him. Middlestat, I'm not sure about what to do now. Reinhardt, on the other hand, 28 years old. He will be our third-line center. 2-year deal at 85 overall. I'm okay with that. Although, do I want to let Cousins just have a go at it? He would be our second line right winger, though. No, I'm still okay with it. We'll have Reinhardt here on the third line center position, and then Yoki Haru. How much does he want? Ooh, that's tough. Another $4 million there. So now we're at $8 million. We'd still have $10 million left. Is there anyone that's coming up among defense that we can re-sign? As Grop we can get rid of. We will not need him. Murray, does he want a two-way deal? He does. Okay with that. Jordan Wheel we'll get rid of. Oh, don't want to buy him out. Trig's still there. Vorobiev. Verhaeg. Most of our AHL. Tage Thompson's in his final deal. We'll probably trade Tage Thompson, as our entire AHL basically is all signed. Or all, needing to be re-signed. And then down here are a lot of the draft picks that have not panned out yet, but we'll take a look. So right now, on defense, let's take a peek here. Defenseman, we're looking at Dahlin with Drysdale, obviously still. Then Nurse and Ristolainen, I kind of think we might need to move on from them. And then basically we have Ryan Johnson on the left side, but no one on the right yet. Although Borgen could, but again, that would be our third pairing, so that's not terrible. But he is only 25 years old. Is there anyone else down here? How old is he? Andre Boyle is 20. Is Trig ready? He's lefty as well. These guys are all lefties. Kavanaugh's our second rounder. And Strand as well. I think we should re-sign him. I think we're going to try and re-sign him. I like the deal. It's not terrible. What about in net? We're still good in nets. Does Kaiser want a two-way deal? He does. We're good there. As last, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is still there. Shesterkin will probably trade. Okay, and then... yeah, I think we're going to move on. Do we want to grab Middlestad? He wants $7 million. I think we're going to move on from Middlestad. I do not want to pay him that much money, as he would be our second line left winger. I think there would be better options. So we are going to release him. Reinhardt. Who else is there? Now, our entire AHL squad we kind of have to take care of. So Vorobiev, two-way deal. Verhaeg wants a two-way deal. Who are we to deny him that? Kavanaugh. Time for him to play in the AHL. There's his entry-level deal. And then Lazat as well. He wants a one-year deal. Okay. Peterson. Okay, one-year deal. Gargiulo, 18 years old, low elite. What? He's our first rounder from 2023 from last year. Do we want to wait until next year? I think we'll wait. 6-rounder from 2022 is a low top 6, 20 years old. I don't think he's going to become anything. Junttinen, 4th-rounder. Could probably get rid of. Boynton, 7th-rounder. Yeah, these guys we really don't need. So we're going to advance a day here and see how things shape up then. Okay, Stortini signs. These are coaches. Okay, of course. Lick. Reinhardt resigns. Jokiharju resigns. Vorobiev does not. Lizotte does. Verhaeghe does. Peterson does. Kaiser does. Brett Murray does. Kavanaugh does. Okay, so now let's take a peek at what we've got. Vorobiev, Verhaeghe, they can go. I don't care. I'm not really concerned about that. Strand, how many defensemen do we have? Let's take a look. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we only have 14, so another one would not be bad. So let's take... Actually, is Strand the only one? Yeah, Strand is the only one. We'll offer him a contract. Does he want a 2-year deal? Let's see if we get a 2-year deal. He's been on the team for forever. Okay, look at forwards. Vorobiev and Verhaeghe, we can get rid of them. Get rid of them. Okay, so Steen wants to come back. That's fine. And Picard. He wants to sign. Gargiulo at 18 years old. We'll let him sit one more year. Why not? And Thomas Nicholas is a 6th-rounder, 20 years old, 70 overall. Do we sign him? You know what? Might as well. Norton, top 9, low elites. Junttinen is fine. Clean this up. These are just draft picks that we won't end up using, so. Okay, let's see if these guys resign now. Gonchar accepts his. Strand resigns. Steen resigns. Nicholas resigns. Picard resigns. Okay. We're almost all set here. So we've got 11 mil in cap space and some gigantic free agents available. So among forwards, we have our first line right winger, first line center, second line center, first line left winger, second line right winger, third line center, third line right winger. Davidson was on the 4th line, but he could be a third line left winger, as that isn't much of a stretch. Asplund will be our 4th line center. Chartier's in the minors, so it's Tunov, Murray as well. Tage Thompson will be our 4th line right winger, although we might just get rid of him. So we will need a second line left winger. So that's fine. We are going to advance. And we are going to go to free agency and see what happens here. Actually, just make sure the coaching staff... Yep, that's filled out. How many... Okay. And we are good to go. Whoops. The team is so stacked. Like, this is our year. We're going to be trading picks and whatnot. Oh. As he wants. Wow, Beauregard. How does the team fit here? Yeah, there's no one that really fits the team all that well. We need an associate coach. Dude, I always find it so hard to sign. That's fine. And now we are into free agency. Let's take a peek at what we've got. So, Austin Matthews is available. Austin Matthews is available. Sebastian Aho is available. Matthews wants so much money. We have $11 million available. So, Aho, man, we don't need another center. We need a left winger. It's an RFA. Of figures, DeBrusque's still the best left winger. Rose, Middlestad wants too much money, man. So much money. We could sign Aho and move him over to the wing. In fact, that's probably what we're going to do. What does the defense look like? D'Angelo wants so much money. Hannafin, 7 mil. What about Nets? Saros, nah. Okay. Let's see if... Actually, who's Anton Lundell? Wow. We're going to see if we can't get Sebastian Aho. We're going to try for him, and if he doesn't accept, then that's our big free agent splash. If we can get him... Come on. Shishorkin and Hartman for a second and a third. That would be nice for the cap hit. What's Hartman? Yeah. For a third and a fourth? Man, I feel like Shishorkin's probably worth more than that, no? How old is he? 28? You know what? We'll accept that. Come on, Aho. And he signs with LA. That's brutal. So, that did not work. Let's see what's left. Holmes, who is an RFA. So now we're down to Alex Ovechkin, who's 38. Patrick Kane, Sprong, Malkin. Yeah, our options are considerably... Whoops, 1 second. Let me do it by that. I mean, we could do Andre Palat. I mean, but he's not really an upgrade over... Does he fit? I feel like Andre Burakovsky wouldn't be bad. Okay, we'll see if he signs. Is there anyone else after that? Evgeny Svechnikov. Okay, let's see if he signs. Second and a third for Pacioretty. What's Pacioretty rated now? 80 overall. Hard pass. Second and a third for Coyle. Interesting. Come on. Burakovsky signed. So, wow, we've got a hole on left wing. As Holmes is an RFA. Could we offer sheet him? This year's first 3 rounds and next year's first round pick. Man. He's a medium elite, 88 overall, 21. You know what? Let's do it. We haven't done an offer sheet yet. We have the picks. That would be sweet, because if not him, then again, we'll keep looking, but let's see if they accept that offer sheet. Come on, don't match it. Second and third for Atkinson. No. Clemmy for Connor Brown. No. See, now we're kind of hamstrung. So we only have $3 million cap space. Although Claude Giroux's still there, there's still some options for sure. But if he does not, if they match that offer, that's real rough. Offer sheet. Okay, so we are gonna lose our first round pick, second and third, and our first. But we got Tristan Holmes. I'm excited to see what happens now, as our team is just absolutely stacked. What is Michael Furland at? That is a lot. 81 overall, fourth line forward. I really don't think we should give up Zach Clemmy, who's he's a low top four. Huh. A third, fourth, and a sixth. We're not going to have any draft. We're going to change the trading block as well. Okay, we're going to change this now. There's a lot of trades happening. Oh my goodness. A lot of prospects now in the league. We're into the 6th season, I believe. Clemmy still gets a lot of offers. But we'll see. As we're going into, I believe, our 7th year? All right, let's take a look at our lines. As Holmes is now going to be on that first line. Oh, wow. If you switch Eichel and Byfield. Holy smokes. As Ackers is now an 88 overall. Okay, we might make... We're going to put Byfield up here. And see how she goes. As we need to do this. Asplin's going to go here. As this is starting to take shape. Let's set our captains real quick. Things have not changed. Eichel, Reinhardt, and Dahlin. Yep. Okay. So we are ready for this season. Let's just make sure that everyone is in the right spot. As Tristan Holmes signs, it's expensive for us, but how many defensemen do we have? Oh, too many. We have 8. So Bryson's now 26. Is he going to improve at all? I don't think so. What about Borgen? He's 27. Yeah, we're going to send him down. So the 7th defenseman will be Bryson. And then among forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. In the system, Tage Thompson, I think we're just going to keep down there. Whoops. So that means that the 4th line, Vlatunov, Chartier, and Asplund is going to be what we're going to use. How does in the net look? Zuka-Pekka Luukkonen is 85 overall in the system. We've only got 2, so we're going to have to sign one more goalie. What about in the AHL? As Andre Boyle. Wow. Okay, so Andre Boyle is a 79 overall. Kavanaugh is a 78. Trigg up to a 78 as well. He's been, coming along nicely. What about forwards? When did we get Murray? I don't remember. Was there any other forwards that we drafted? Nicholas is a 72. And Bykov is a 69 low elite. Okay. So, I have edited the lines. And we'll have to assign the scouts and whatnot. We do need a 3rd goaltender, though, in case someone gets hurt. So we'll go and look right quick. Oh, Bednard's still around. We'll go with Ross. Dmitry Yurtaikin. We'll take another winger. Or sorry, Daniil. I always say Dmitry for some reason. Cliff Poo. Oh my goodness. Prokhorkin, Cruz Arkins, Kolashar, Pontesaberg. Okay, so I'll have to do this scouting and whatnot. We'll assign our scouts. I'll go and do that, and then I think we're ready to go. As Tristan Holmes, our new first-line left winger, was the 10th overall pick in 2021. Sucks we didn't get him ourselves. But we did offer sheet him. We lose our first-round pick this year next year with Quentin Byfield in the middle, who we did take in 2020, third overall. Pasternak, then Gunther, who we took in 21. So that was a bit of a... That sucks kind of because we did take him 6th and Holmes went 10th. Eichel then is our second-line center, and Carter Ackers, who we took in 2022. Dylan Cousins, Reinhart, and Davidson will be our third line. And then Asplund, Chartier, and Latunov, who we might mess around with. On defense, Dahlin and Drysdale. Drysdale is now an 88 overall, so that is one of the best defensive pairings in the league. Then Ristolainen and Nurse, who are both 86s. And then Ryan Johnson, who is now up to a 82. And Jokiharju is an 87. Okay, perfect. And then in net, like I said, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is now an 85 overall. Okay, so I will go and do the scouts, and I will be back momentarily. And so taking a look at the team going into the year is our RFA purchase in Tristan Holmes, 89 overall. Obviously going to be a big piece of the future. We gave up a first this year, a first next year, and the second and third this year as well. He's going to be flanked by Byfield and Pasternak. The reason why I have Eichel and Pasternak switched is because they get a +3 line boost, which I'm okay with. Carter Ackers, our first-round pick in 2022, will be his right winger with Dylan Gunther, our first-round pick in 2021, on the left wing. And then on the third line, we've got another year of Sam Reinhart and Dylan Cousins, who just, will not progress past that 84. So a third liner kind of looks where he's going to end with Marcus Davidson on his left. On the fourth line, we've got Rasmus, Asplund, Latunov, and Rourke Chartier. I'll probably look to add some grit and whatnot in the fourth line here, but in terms of just overalls, it's fine. On defense, we've got Rasmus Dahlin and Jamie Drysdale, who's about to hit a 90, gets that +3 boost. Darnell Nurse and Ristolainen will probably move, just because, they are so expensive, but that probably won't happen until the offseason, as their contract's seven years for another 2 years left. Henri Jokiharju and Ryan Johnson as our third pairing. In net, we've got Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who is an 85 overall at 25 years old. And then scratched, we've got Mikheyev, Jankowski, and Jacob Bryson, who are just there, obviously, to fill in with injuries. On the AHL side, we've got not really too much to be excited about. I mean, Victor Bykov, we did draft in the 4th round of 2021. He is a low elite, and, this is the last year to sign him, so I'm just going to see if he becomes anything this year, but I can't really move him around. On offense, it's the same thing as before. We really don't have any prospects ready to hit the AHL just yet. So we'll have to wait and see. On defense, we've got Matthias Trigg, who we did draft in the 2nd round of 2021. He's with Joey Keane on the right side of him. Casey Fitzgerald, who's now 27, with Andre Boyle, our first rounder from 2022, our second one, to be honest with you. And then Shane Kavanaugh, the 2022 draft, again, 2nd rounder as well. So we drafted some defensemen quite well. In net, we've got Roddy Ross, who is just not really going to become anything with Kaiser. And then scratched, we've got a bunch in Mason Howard, with Kluchik, Gusev, and Austin Strand. So, again, we're going to wait and see, but this year we need to do something. This is kind of hitting the point now where we need to make a long run, and if that doesn't work, maybe a coaching change, something. I'm not really sure, as this team is just absolutely stacked. If we go and look at the overalls real quick, what I want to do here is if I go to play the next game, let's see what the overalls are at. As we sim that one. And yeah, 100 on offense. I haven't even seen that. 94 on defense, 82 in goal, and that's really brought down by the 77 overall Connor Ingram. Our team is just dumb. So let's see what happens here. And here we go, guys. So we'll sim through the first month and see if we can't get off to a big-time start, as we will win opening night 6-1. A couple of Sunday games, a lot of them. We lose to the Islanders. Big game against Calgary, lose to Calgary. A rematch against the Islanders, as Pasternak is hurt until November 4th, so that's a substantial injury. We beat the Islanders, beat the Leafs, as now we're starting to win some games here. As it's 4-4, we're 4-2 against the Red Wings here. We lose 4-3. Another loss for 4-4. Big win against the Lightning. The Lightning and the Leafs is just someone who I want to avoid. I want to win the division so we do not have to play one of them, because it's just getting ridiculous. We've played them in each of the past 4 years and been eliminated by one of them every single season. So currently, we win 6-4-1 in that month. Didn't do very well, but we are in second in the division, as the the Western Conference looks a lot stronger. Taking a look at our team, Carter Ackers, our first-round pick from a few years ago, is the only point-per-game player, with Davidson with 10 on the third line, which is impressive. Tristan Holmes, our big acquisition in the offseason, with 9. And as we go down, as far as goals go, Ackers and Holmes leading the way. As far as plus-minus goes, Yoki Haru having a rough time with that fourth line really costing us, something we might want to look into. Do we have any rookies? I don't believe so, no. In nets, Connor Ingram with 957 and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen with 907. Want to see that improve, but I mean, I guess not terrible, as the rest of the division didn't do very well. We really need to win the division, like I said, as we need to get away from the Leafs and the Lightning. So as we go on, against the Rangers, we'll start November, as it looks like Pasternak's ready to come back in, as Ilya Mikheyev filled in nicely. So we will get a huge boost back from him and see if we can't get back into some winning ways. A big win there against the Rangers. Another shootout win against the Florida Panthers, as Ho-Sang and a third-round pick goes to Dallas for a second, a third, and Joel Edmondson. So Ho-Sang is an 84 overall right now. A couple of wins. We're 4-0 in the month. 5-0 as we beat the Lightning. Can we make it 6? We do. Another shutout win against the Coyotes, as now we're starting to move. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has been hurt. All right, that's a pretty big injury, as we're going to have to call up a goaltender, and we will call up... Actually, we'll just call up Kluchek, because Ingram's going to start, so it doesn't matter. As that's tough. Lose our starting goaltender, and, our backup isn't really anything crazy. It's kind of a position just kind of ignored, as Ingram kind of made the jump, as we get a win there against the Ducks. As a second, a third for Lawrence Pilot, back from our early seasons, is now still a 79 overall, and the Sharks want to move him for a second and a fourth. Not really interested in that, to be honest with you. Can we beat the Canucks? We are. We're undefeated this month. As another trade, Jake Virtanen. What's he? An 81 overall fourth line forward. You know what? I kind of like him. For 2/3 and a fourth. We're going to take that, because I want him on the fourth line. So we're going to stop that as we beat the... we are cruising right now, as we are way out in front. We're undefeated in November. Oops, says I didn't want to advance that. And we win again, 4-0 against the Rangers, as now we're just blasting people. Okay, so, yeah, 2 points for Latunov. As a -4. What way does he shoot? He's a righty, so we'll put Virtanen here. Has definitely an increase, but he hasn't really done much, so we'll see if that can't help. As Charche really doesn't fit on this line. So that's something we might want to look into as well. How's the squad doing? Eichel doing well. Acker's doing well. How's Holmes doing? Not bad, point per game. All right, as we sim through the rest of the month, as like I said, we are on a big win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-game win streak. We've got 4 games left in the month. Let's see if we can end this. As Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is back, I kind of thought that was going to happen. And we will... Goaltenders, we'll put Kluchek. Okay. So we see is Pekka Luukkonen's back. Substitute him. How was he doing? Oh, man, he was doing unbelievable. As we lose big to the Capitals there, so we won't go undefeated this month. Can we beat the Lightning? We don't. We do win against the Ottawa Senators, though. As that's fine. And we lose in the shootout to the Flyers. So that is really good. 11, 2-1 in that month as we made up a ton of ground. 17-6-2 is this team finally starting to show its potential. As let's take a look now at the entire league. Where are we sitting? We are now in first, tied with, or just 1 point ahead, sorry, of the Arizona Coyotes. But there again are the Lightning. Like, the Lightning and Leafs in this series have just been the bane of my existence. As, again, they're going to finish right here. And, it's just tough. So let's take a look. As, how many power play points do we have? I feel like not a lot. Through 25 games, 8, maybe. As Tristan Holmes is 24 points, Eichel with 23, Ackers with 21. None yet. Drysdale with 18, Dahlin with 18 as well. What about, actually, let's take a look at the rest of the league real quick. As Keller out in front with 38 points in 27 games, sorry. As we don't really have anyone close. What about in goals? As McDavid is 19. Tim Stützle for the Jets with 17. And Podkolzin has just been nuts in franchise mode. Same with Nazir Meal, who was drafted, I believe, in 2023. He was first overall. Kaprizov there now. And yeah, we're just a ways back. So among defensemen, let's take a peek. D'Angelo with 31 points. He's a free agent this season. We did not sign him, and we're quite a ways back. Drysdale there. So, actually, let's see what our power play percentage is. Do we have to change anything? No, we have 25. That's crazy. 25%. Let's take a look at that. Wow, okay. What about penalty kill? 75, yikes. Still in the bottom barrel, but that's not terrible. All right, so a huge month there. And now we're first in the league. So finally, things after 6 seasons, finally, we have yet to win the President's Trophy after bottoming out when we started the series. As Asplin's now hurt, we win against second rounder for Murphy. Who is that? Now we're getting to the point where there's just players that I don't know. Is this Connor Murphy? It is 80 overall defenseman. And we don't really need him. As we beat the... Let's take a look at the draft class real quick, actually. As Dmitry Novoseltsev, 6'1", righty winger. So we take a look down here. I don't know what we're looking for forwards at this point. I mean, we don't have a lot of wingers in the pipeline, so a winger in the first round would be nice. We're going to draft late, though. Is there anyone? No, the scouting hasn't really done much yet. So we'll wait and see on that. As we beat the Red Wings, a rematch, and we lose 8-19, 8-2. We're 2 points up on the Lightning. We beat the Blues. We just need to win the division. Again, against the Avalanche. And Asplin's back. So let's get Latunov out of there. And we'll put in Asplund. Can we beat the Flyers? We lose in a shootout. Again against the Red Wings. We shut them out. The Senators, big win there, 6-3. As now we're another shutout win, another win as we're cruising again. Who are you? Joe Ciccone. Decline that. As we're going through the Christmas break and we beat the Bruins, we shootout loss. That kind of sucks. As Reinhardt's now hurt. And I do not want Lawrence Pilot. Niku. Okay, let's take a look at Niku. There's a slew of draft picks as well. 80 overall. Don't need him. Do not need him. So we'll carry on with the sim, and we win against the Blackhawks. As now we're still only 3 points up. We're 27-9-4, and we're only 3 points up on the Lightning. Oh my goodness! As we finally up over a point per game, as Jack Eichel now has 43 points in 40 games. So a good start there. As Tristan Holmes again leading the team in goals, I believe, as Ackers is right behind him. What about plus minus? Anyone negative? -10. Rourke Chartier's got to go. That fourth line is Virtanen's now rough. Ristolainen, Cousins. We might need to change up the pairings. As things are just not working out there. Man, I really thought that a pairing of Ristolainen and he's -5 and he's -8 would do well. As we'll put Ristolainen on the third line, see if that does anything. But, I mean, the offense has been great. And we're still, again, first in the league with the Lightning 3 points behind us. So we will sim through January. Who is Carlson? Top 60. Gabriel Carlson. Do not need. Might have to put a little bit more restrictions on in terms of trade offers. Can we beat the Knights? We do 3-0 as they are now bad. Valerie Nishushkin. Huh. 29 years old. Here's the thing, though. We already have Virtanen on that line. Can't do that. I like Nishushkin as a player, but as we win against the Mark Stone, we do not need. Michael Stone, sorry. Can we beat the Avalanche? We do not. We lose back-to-back games against the Leafs and Avalanches. Latunov is going to go for Reinhardt. How's Virtanen doing? Still -8. Man, he doesn't have any points. Chartier, I would like to go. I mean, we could try Mikheyev or Latunov. Let's try Latunov. As the Wild we lose big against. Christian Jews. Don't need a goal. Don't need a defenseman. Overtime loss to the Jets. We beat up on the Senators, but then lose immediately to the Bruins. We're still 4 points up on the division. We win again against the Lightning, or sorry, the Penguins. Take a look at the draft class now. As Novoselicev still the #1 pick. Brendan West, again, another good player. Any of these guys would be great. Again, another winger would wingers would be great. We're gonna have to go after there. So we're now 8 points up on the division. This looks like finally the year, 9 points up on the division, that we might actually be able to win the division finally. Marco Scandella. What is he rated? 80 overall. No need. So we finished the month. We're now 33-13-5. Easily our best month as Eichel. Still our only point per game player. The one thing that we haven't had is someone just explode offensively for us. As Tristan Holmes is almost there as well. As then we have a pretty big fall in terms of points. I mean, let's take a look at the league. And we've got Sagan out in front again. He did win the Art Ross last season. So, I mean, we're still ways back in that. In terms of goals Kaprizov and Podkolzin with Alex Turcotte. And then McDavid right there. We don't really have anyone in this race. Oh, Tristan Holmes is 26, but still not enough. Among defensemen, Carlson again with 50. Dahlin's got 38. Not really going to do anything. In terms of goaltending, Pekka Luukkonen has the most wins. Swayman is doing very well in terms of save percentage and whatnot. But, yeah. We'll carry on here as we're just dominating again. 71 points. And we are a ways up on next place. So we'll sim up to the deadline here and see where we get to. And if there's any moves to be had. It's a ton of Sunday games. Mikkel Bodker. How old is he now? 35. Left wing. And Jack LaFontaine. I mean, Bodker I wouldn't mind. But just not really what we need. These will all be fourth line guys. Back-to-back wins there. Okay, is Lindbaum not that goaltender that went off last year? Yeah, he's not doing very good at all this season. A backup wouldn't be bad, Paul Bittner. Okay. A power forward, left winger. See, this might not be a bad trade at all as we get a better goaltender, but he's not having that great of a season. But I think that he might... Let's see how good Ingram is doing. Because if that's a weak spot, then we have to make a move here. As Sereda, who we drafted in the 4th round last season, has a ton of trade value. We might look to move him. Pekka Luukkonen is doing good, but Ingram is doing terrible. So, yes. We are going to make this trade. How's Bittner doing, though? Oh, he's doing fine. We're going to do this deal. Okay. So we got to make a roster move real quick. Back-to-back losses there, though. That's tough. We'll edit the lines real quick. So we need to move him down. Okay. Roster moves. Whoops, 1 second here. Go all the way down here. We will send down... Actually, Mikhail... Yeah, they're on a two-way. Do I want to send down Mikhail or Latunov? Actually, we'll send down Chartier. As he was claimed to waivers. That's fine. I'm okay with losing him. No problem with that. And then in net as well, we'll send down Ingram. Actually, we have to call him up. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. System, goaltenders, Lindbaum, confirm. NHL, and we'll send down Ingram. And he's not claimed. Okay. We'll take a look at our AHL squad as well. See how they're doing. As I'm assuming they're doing very well because every season they have. As Lindbaum is definitely an upgrade here. And let's take a look at the starting line. Latunov is now going to be replaced with Bittner. I have to call him up. Of course I do. Paul Bittner. Confirm. Then we'll edit the lines. Put Bittner in. Mikhail on the wing. Or scratch. Sorry, Latunov will scratch. As now we've got more of a rugged line. So I like that a little bit more. And we'll go through the next games. We lose 2. But, again, we have a healthy 9-point lead. Sorry, 8-point lead on the division. So as long as we don't blow it, lose there, we're on a 3-game losing streak. That's not what we like to see. Is now we're 4 points back or up. Oh, my God, it's that quick. And another loss. Ugh. Big win there. Can we win back-to-back? No, we always lose against Bruins. Now we're 2 points up. This is insanity. 2 points up on the Sabres. 3 points now. Or, sorry, the Lightning. As Ryan Johnson's hurt. We beat the Devils. Still only 3 points up. As Riley Smith and Wagner for Sammy Vatanen and some picks. We lose against the Canadiens. We are literally 2 points up on the division. Like, we are 2 points up on the division, and if we fall back, we're playing the Leafs or the Lightning. So, all right, is there anyone that we should move on from? Like, let's do it like this then. We'll go like this. As again, Eichel, our only point per game player so far. Holmes right behind him, having a very good season. Is our only 30 goal scorer so far. Pasternak, almost a point per game player. Gunther, Ackers, Byfield. Drysdale has 43 points. Actually, to be honest, the fact that Byfield's only got 46 on the first line, I think it might be time. You know what? I think it's time to change this. I liked obviously that upgrade, but on defense, Ristolainen's doing okay. Jacob Bryson's in there. -21. Get away. Okay, Nurse has got to go, I think, man. And this offseason, we are 100% moving him. As our first line is dominating. What about net? Lindblom not doing very well, and Pekka Luukkonen not doing very well either. Okay, I'm not really seeing... I mean, do we go and get like a... Let's take a look at the trade block. Let's just see if there's anyone out there that really wants to... Or, whoops. They really want to move. I just don't really see any that make any sense here. Like Andre Palat. Go like this. Brad Marchand. Carlo. I mean, Calgary doesn't have anyone. For Columbus, Kopp, no. Peacock, no. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Having a pretty rough year. But he's a free agent after this. What about Wenberg? Wenberg has 4 years left at $4.1 million. But we really don't need... Yeah, we really don't need that. Because, I mean, is he going to be an upgrade over Reinhardt? I don't think so. Klingberg would be huge, obviously, but... Edmonton... They want to move Draisaitl. Okay. Same with Clefbaum, too. Benson... Nugent Hopkins makes almost $10 million. That's a pass for me, dog. Some prospects here. Kreider would be nice. Huh. So would Tom Wilson. Let's see if we can get Kreider. We have no cap room. I really don't want to move Trieg, but... Let me make this work. So we would move Marcus Davidson's, yeah, an 83 overall, making 1.25. He'd be the one that we would replace. as we'd still be over the salary cap. He's making $6 million. I mean, I feel like there's no other way that we can do this unless they either retain salary. How many more years does he have left? 2 years left at $6 million. No, we can't do that. I feel like we need to keep this the same. But, you know what? We're going to end it here for this episode going into the deadline. I want to kind of look it over and think of this a little bit more because I think our third line could definitely do better as, yeah, like -7, -2. We could definitely improve this. The top 6 is ridiculous, but other than that, yeah, we just... we're going to have to wait, but yeah, guys, leave what you think we should do in the comment section down below, and we'll see what we can do going into Year 6 playoffs, and just hope to God we win the division. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next episode.